Yeah. So, hi guys. Let's start today's session. So, in this session, we will we will start the EWM site setup. So, previously, till now, what we did, we completed all the setups from S4 side or ERP side. If you are using S4 HANA system for your core modules, then in S4 HANA side, you have to, in your S4 HANA system, you have to complete all these configuration which we have done till now. If you are using ECC system, then in ECC system, you have to complete the same setup which we have completed till now. Okay, so these are called as non-EWM setup or prerequisite setup. We have to complete before starting our EWM setup or before jumping to our EWM system for the EWM new EWM warehouse setup. So this prerequisite setup we have to complete it in our ECC or S4 HANA system based on which system you are using. So now let's jump to our EWM configuration setup. So before jumping to the EWM system, EWM site setup, so let us understand the EWM organization structure. Okay, now let us understand the EWM organization structure. So now let me quickly share my screen. So in EWM, previously we have seen one organization structure. This is not EWM organization structure. So before EWM organization structure, this is the standard organization structure which you have seen, which starts from our company, then company code, then plant, then storage location, then ERP warehouse number. So our EWM organization structure basically starts from our EWM warehouse number. So what we did first, so this is our EWM warehouse number. So under this EWM warehouse number, so the storage type comes to the picture. Storage type. Okay. So this is our EWM warehouse number, and this is our storage type. So under storage type, there must be storage bin. Storage bin 1, storage bin 2, storage bin 1. Then here for this storage type, there is one storage bin 3. Okay. So under this storage type, there is storage bin. Under the storage type, there is storage bin. And under storage bin, quant comes to the picture. Quant. This is quant. And this is quant under the storage bin. Quant means the product which you basically stores in this storage bin. Okay. Here also you will get quant. So this is basically the EWM side organization structure. So below the storage type, there is one another structure which is called a storage section, but this is not mandatory. So here you will get another one storage section. So here also we create another one. Okay. So this is basically our EWM organization structure. So this is our EWM organization structure. So here another term comes to the picture which is called as activity area. Activity area. Okay, activity area. So what is activity area? Activity area is nothing but the group of the storage bin. either from one storage type or from different storage type. For an example, if you grouping storage bin 1 from this storage type, for an example, this is storage type 1 and this is storage type 2. If you grouping storage bin 1 from storage type 1, storage bin 1 from storage type 1 and storage bin 3 from storage type 2. If you group storage bin 1 and storage bin 3 and assign it one activity area. So basically activity area is nothing but activity area is nothing but the grouping of the storage bin either of one storage type or of multiple storage type. Okay, so this is the meaning of the activity area. So activity area means this is one area or this is the group of storage bins where you have to perform few activities. So what are different kind of activities? Whether it is put away, so under activities you will get activity. Sorry, under activity area you will get activities. So what are different kind of activities? One is put away, another one is peak activity, another one is posting change, another one is your physical inventory, another one is your stock transfer. Okay, so so these are the few activities basically you will get out. Another one is your internal movement. Okay, so these are the activities. So these activities few activities you have to perform in your activity area. So what is activity area? Activity area is nothing but storage bin. So in the storage bin, whether you want to store the product, whether you want to pick the product, so this will be decided by the activity area. So based on which activities you have assigned in your activity area, based on that, your system will perform the different activity in the storage bins which has been assigned in your activity area. So this is basically the organization structure of the EWM organization structure. So before configuring this organization structure, first you have to create one EWM warehouse number. Then there are few parameters we have to set up in our EWM warehouse number. Okay, so there are so many setups we have to do prerequisite setup from EWM side. So once you complete it, then we have to jump to this master data setup. This organization structure setup. Like we have to create storage type, then we have to explain each field of the storage type, then we have to see the storage section, then storage bin. Okay, and here you can see the image will looks like. Okay, so it is not meant to be this. I will share the PPT, so there you will see how really the EWM looks like. The real picture of the EWM I will mention in the PPT. So here, go to the system. Just go back. Here, go to SCM Extended Warehouse Management. Under SCM Extended Warehouse Management, so go to Master Data. So under Master Data, here you can see there is one node. The first node is define warehouse number. You have to create one warehouse number. Now just execute, and here we have to create one warehouse number. Now click on the new entry and enter one name. So let me name EWM GEW. Okay, this is our EWM warehouse number. So EWM for 5PL1. Not 5PL1, EWM warehouse for W89. Okay. So this is our ERP warehouse number. Sorry, not ERP, EWM warehouse number, and we named it as ZEWM. Now just click on the save button. So now our EWM warehouse number got created. This is just one name. We just put one name to represent our physically warehouse. That is, warehouse is nothing but one big house. Okay. So this warehouse in the system we just represented in this name GEW. So here let me just mention this name for EWM. name is okay. So this is our EWM warehouse name. So after creating this warehouse number, now just save it and just go back. We just created the warehouse number name. So once we created, then what we will do in the next setup, assign warehouse number certain parameters. Okay, assign warehouse numbers with certain parameters. So here enter our warehouse number GEWM. Here you can see no entry is found that match the selection criteria because you have not created any entry, any parameter for our newly created warehouse number. We just created our EWM warehouse number. So click on the new entry. Here system is asking to maintain the supply chain unit, to maintain the custodian, to maintain the default party entitled and default SIP2. Okay. So this is the initial step of creating one new EWM warehouse. So what we will do, we will create one supply chain unit. Okay, first, what we will do, we will create one supply chain unit for our EWM warehouse number. So how we will, so before creating the supply chain unit, now let us understand what is supply chain unit. What is the use of the supply chain unit? So now just let me open one new transaction. So to create the supply chain unit, go to /n /SEWM /SCU main. Sorry, /n /SCMB /SCU main. Okay. So now this is the transaction code /n /SCMB. Okay, /SCMB /SCU main to create your supply chain unit. Now let me name my supply chain unit SCU ZEWM. So this is my supply chain unit name and type. This is the type. This supply chain unit I am going to create for my EWM warehouse. So the type is warehouse. Okay, this is the supply chain unit for our warehouse. So now here, just click on the create button because we are going to create. So here system is asking to enter the description. Now just enter the description. So the description, let me enter. So here let me enter the country India. Okay. So and region, let me enter any region. Let me enter so I think my system got stuck. Okay, now press enter. Now once you enter the country and region, postal code also if you want you can enter. your house number, your postal code for your supply chain unit, because this is your basically the supply chain unit represent the physical address of your warehouse number of your EWM warehouse. So exactly where your warehouse is present, so this information system will get from this supply chain unit. So if you want, you can enter the exact address, your the warehouse where the EWM warehouse is present. So what is the street or house number, what is the postal code and city. So everything, if you want, you can enter. So once you enter the country and region in this particular address tab, so if you go to general tab, here you can see the longitude and latitude has been filled up automatically. So from where system will get this longitude and latitude? System will get this longitude and latitude from your country and region from the address tab. So once you enter this value, IN and 10, from these two values, system will get the longitude and latitude and it will update in your general tab. Okay, this is our time zone India. Here you can see this is only the physical address. General tab, you will get only your physical, the exact location. So here, then after that, you will get on another tab, alternative tab. So go to alternative tab. So in alternative tab, you have to assign the business attribute with your supply chain unit. So what is your business attribute? So this EWM warehouse, basically you are going to use with your door, with shipping office, shipping point, shipping location, and your warehouse number. So from this business attribute, system will understand your GEWM is going to be used as EWM, shipping office, door, all these things system will consider, because GEWM is nothing, just one name. So all the information for your warehouse system will get from the supply chain unit. So this is very, very important, the supply chain unit. So once you assign the supply chain unit to your EWM warehouse number, GEWM, then system will use your GEWM as a real EWM warehouse. So here, let me just click on the create button. First one is warehouse. So let me select all the business attribute. Okay, all are not mandatory, but let me select. If you I mean, as per your requirement, you can select only these business attribute. These are provided by the SAP. These are predefined by SAP. You can't create your own business attribute. You have to use this business attribute which has already been provided by SAP. Okay, so after assigning this business attribute, just simply click on the save button. So now our supply chain unit got created. So what we will do, once you created the supply chain unit, then you have to maintain the supply chain unit in our warehouse. So here, go to this particular screen here, maintain our supply chain unit, SCU GEW. Okay, so now this is our supply chain unit we have assigned. So one parameter we have assigned. Now the next thing is custodian. So what is the use of the custodian? Why we use? I mean, what is the use of the custodian in the EWM side? For an example, you don't have your own warehouse. You are using one third-party warehouse. So in third-party warehouse, you are not the custodian, you are the owner. Okay, you are the owner. But the custodian is the third-party warehouse manager, or the person who is handling or taking care of this warehouse. So he is the custodian. But you are not the custodian, but you are the owner. your product will present in this third-party warehouse and under the third-party warehouse owner custody, not your custody, but still you are the owner. So here, if the situation is you are using third-party warehouse, in that particular cases you have to maintain the custodian as a third-party warehouse. But here, just assume we are using our own plant. We have our own plant. We are using this. So in that particular sense, our custodian is nothing but our own plant. Our plant is our custodian. Another one is default party entitled. Okay, so no need to maintain the custodian because we are using our own warehouse. We are not using any third-party warehouse. The default party entitled means, for an example, you are using multiple warehouses under one plant. Default party entitled is nothing but the plant. But the only difference is in our EWM, we are not using the plant. So in place of plant, we are using default party entitled. So here, what is the use of this default party entitled? For an example, there is one plant. So under one plant, there are multiple storage location, and for each storage location, there is one warehouse. One plant, take an example. One plant, under this plant, there are two storage locations. And storage location 1, there is one warehouse. Storage location 2, there is one warehouse. So in each warehouse, what is the default party entitled? The default party entitled is your plant. So how you will create the default party entitled? So you will create one business partner, but here your business partner will be your plant. You will create plant as a business partner. So this plant you will maintain here. So default party entitled is nothing but your business partner, but here the business partner is not any person, any organization, or any group of company. So your business partner is your plant. So this is only, you have to maintain this value under one condition. So the condition is if you are using multiple warehouses under one plant. So in that case, in every warehouses, you have to enter your plant as a default party entitled. But if you are using one warehouse for different plant, then in that particular scenario, no need to mention default party entitled. Okay, so you have to mention it manually. And default ship2 means if your ship2, your customer is there is some default customer, then you have to maintain your default ship2, or else no need to maintain any default ship2. Okay, so now here let me create the plant as a partner. So to create the plant as a partner, so what I will do, so go to the transaction BP business partner. Here just click on the person. Okay, and grouping, just select external number range, and business partner, let me maintain IPL1. So plant as business partner, last name 5 PL1, first term 5 PL1, country is IN, region is 10, and here I need to maintain the postal code 12345. Randomly I am entering, okay, and city Bengaluru, and the language, let me select English. So is there any language option, guys? Oh, okay, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here it is showing, this is business partner. Okay, so this is our general data we have maintained for our business partner. So this is our business partner. So let me. Okay, so this is, so click on the save button. Now our business partner, plant as a business partner we created. So this is the general data we selected and we maintained. So there are two more role we have to assign. So that is our purchasing role and our company code role. So for this one, let me select the another role. This is FLBN01. Let me maintain this view. So here we have to maintain the language. So language is English. So go to the purchasing. So here we have to maintain our purchasing organization, which is 5 POR. So this is our purchasing organization. So then our currency is INR and payment term. Let me select immediate payment. Okay. So this is my payment term. So this is the order currency. This is the payment term got created. Then go to the general data in this particular role. Here, the most important thing is under the vendor general data. So maintain the plant. Okay, external vendor number. We assign this one. And your there is one plant field. Maintain your plant Hive PL1. So then only system will consider this business partner as a plant as a business partner. I mean this plant as a business partner. Okay. So now place enter. Assign to the supplier. Hive EWM in another plant. So it is saying, oh my God, yeah. So it is saying there is one, the plant that you assigned to the supplier. So 5 PWM, they have already created one default party entitled. Okay. So let us use 5 PWM. But in this way, you have to create your default party entitled. So 5 PWM is our default party entitled. So go to this screen. So here, let me select 5 PWM. 5. Okay. And custodian, if you want, you can also maintain the plant. This is a custodian, no issues. Now just click on the save button. Now data was saved. Okay. So now these parameters we have maintained for our newly created warehouse. So the next thing is define warehouse number control. So the next setup we will see in our next class. So thank you guys. See you in our next class.